3-day power-packed visit of Prime Minister Modi ending, and in a short while he had left for Cairo. But before that, it was a day that was seen full of meetings, especially with the U.S. top industrialists, the president, the diaspora, and of course, giving out the fact that India has risen as a great power. The Prime Minister was on a 3-day visit that has changed the course of the India-US relationship. Welcome to News9's special coverage on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the United States. The 3-day visit is said to be a watershed moment in the history of India and the United States. The Prime Minister and President Joe Biden held a Hitech Handshake meet with the CEOs and industry leaders of both the countries. The meet had a light moment when President Biden gifted a t-shirt to Prime Minister Modi on AI, or the future of AI is America and India partnership. This t-shirt was given at the Hitech event, handshake event, where the top CEOs from both the sides were present. There you can see it, the red t-shirt, which had the definition, the future is AI, which says America and India. This particular phrase was coined by the Prime Minister when high-level US delegation had visited India, and the Prime Minister said that AI means American India and the partnership that both the countries could have together to ensure that the future of the world can be shaped on the synergies and potentials of the United States as well as India.
Biotechnology as well as quantum. You know, as you all know well, innovation and collaboration are rarely without obstacles. And so you raise our ambitions, and I want you to let us know what stands in the way of our ambitions as well, to be straight with us. The speed bumps are in impeding technological partnership, what they are, when they occur, so the Prime Minister and I can commit to building around them, over them, and through them. Because it matters. Our cooperation matters, not just to our own people, but I quite frankly think to the whole world. Because our partnership is about more than the next breakthrough or the next deal, and as big as they may be. It's about taking climate change. It's about tackling it. It's about exploring the universe. It's about lifting people out of poverty, curing cancer and other serious diseases, preventing pandemics, and giving our citizens, all our citizens, real opportunity. And it's about forging a more free, secure, and more prosperous future for our children, supporting the dynamism and diversity of our democracies and democracies everywhere. We're sticking up for our values and the vision of the world. And so our partnership between India and the United States will go a long way, in my view, to define what the 21st century looks like. And our technological cooperation will be a big part of defining our partnership. So we look forward to continue working with all of you and on our voyage of discovery, as was referenced, and to building a better future. And I want to thank all the CEOs again for being here, and with that I'm going to turn it over to the Prime Minister to say nice things about me.
एक प्रकार से मीडिया की उपस्थिति में बहुत सी बातें करना कभी-कभी बहुत कठिन हो जाता है, लेकिन सबसे पहले मैं प्रेसिडेंट बाइडेन को इस कार्यक्रम में जुड़ने के लिए धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा। और आप देखते होंगे कि यहाँ पर कृषि से लेकर के स्पेस तक शायद जीवन को स्पर्श करने वाले कोई ऐसे क्षेत्र नहीं हैं जो टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से हमारा भविष्य गढ़ने वाले हैं, वो यहाँ मौजूद ना हो। और दूसरी बात है कि यहाँ वेल एस्टैब्लिश्ड फर्म्स भी हैं और स्टार्टअप्स भी हैं, जो दोनों एक नए विश्व के लिए मिलकर के काम करने की दिशा में काम कर रहे हैं। और मुझे खुशी है कि राष्ट्रपति बाइडेन के नेतृत्व में टेक्नोलॉजी के महात्म्य को समझते हुए अमेरिका ने टेक्नोलॉजी में जो प्रगति की है वो, और भारत का युवा विशेष करके टैलेंट के कारण आज विश्व में अपनी एक पहचान बना रहा है। तो टैलेंट और टेक्नोलॉजी का ये मिलन मैं समझता हूं कि अपने आप में एक उज्जवल भविष्य के लिए गारंटी लेकर के आया है। ये सुबह कुछ ही मित्रों के बीच की है, लेकिन ये सुबह उज्जवल भविष्य की गारंटी लेकर के आई है। और मैं राष्ट्रपति बाइडेन का इस महत्वपूर्ण, भले ही छोटी हो, लेकिन मैं कहता हूं ये होनहार है, ये शानदार है और ये धारदार भी है, और ये आने वाले भविष्य को बनाने वाली है। और इसलिए एक उज्जवल भविष्य की आशा अपेक्षा के संकल्प के साथ हम सब लोग राष्ट्रपति बाइडेन का जो विजन है, भारत के जो एस्पिरेशंस है, राष्ट्रपति बाइडेन के पास जो ताकत है और भारत के पास जो संभावनाएं हैं, उन सब को लेकर के आगे चलने का एक मक्कम निर्धार का ये अवसर है। और इसके लिए मैं सचमुच में मेरे मित्र रेमंडो को बहुत अभिनंदन करता हूं, क्योंकि उन्होंने जब भारत की यात्रा की, काफ़ी समय निकाला और उन्होंने खुद ने जो अनुभव किया और उन्होंने आकर के यहाँ इसको आगे बढ़ाया। मैं आपका भी आभारी हूँ और राष्ट्रपति बाइडेन जी का जितना आभार करूँ उतना कम है। मैं फिर एक बार आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ।
Well, this is that big moment, the event where the CEOs of both the countries were present and the Prime Minister and Joe Biden sharing a slight moment with that t-shirt, "The future is AI." India's relationship with the United States has become multidimensional, and it's not just a strategic partnership that has been the keystone of the relationship, but it has become a multidimensional partnership, especially when it comes to deeper economic engagements and with regard to its defense tech cooperation as well. The United States has been increasing steadily its pie in India's defense industries from a mere 2% in the 50s to now almost 11%. Well, this is that vision that has been put forward by both the leaders, where we have this t-shirt saying it all, where "The future is AI," which says America and India, a partnership that has been put forward as a partnership that will reshape the world and also the tech environment as well as the economic ecosystem in the world. Meanwhile, it was not only all about high-state visits and meeting up the top leaders of the United States. It's also about a business relationship, trying to have a government-to-business leaders connect. The Prime Minister met with the top CEOs as well as industry leaders in the United States, especially from the tech center. Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi met with the Indian and U.S. business leaders in Washington, D.C. on the final day of his visit to United States. Google CEO Sundar Pichai met the Prime Minister and pledged a $10 billion digitization fund. Now, the CEO of the tech companies as well as pharmaceuticals and healthcare were also present at the meet. It's a huge meeting that took place between the various leaders, especially when it came to deepening India's ties with existing U.S. tech leaders. That is, in fact, Sundar Pichai, who met with the Prime Minister and has pledged a $10 billion investment when it comes to the digitization process in the country. It is one of the biggest announcements that has come from Google, and also the possibility of setting a global financial system that looks into the affairs of trading in Gujarat. This is also one of the announcements that has been made by Google CEO, and therefore a deepening engagement with the tech companies that are based in the United States. Amazon CEO also did a meetup with the Prime minister and spoke about the potential of the company in the country and also beyond. Meanwhile, also industry leaders from Lockheed Martin as well as tech firms and pharmaceutical industries also met with the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister having a packed meeting with the various CEOs as well as industry leaders in the United States. Let's listen into what some of them had to say.
I had a very good and productive conversation with Prime Minister Modi. I think we share a number of goals together in India. Very interested in helping create more jobs, helping digitize more small and medium-sized businesses, and then helping more Indian companies and products be able to be exported all around the world. Amazon is one of the biggest investors in India in the world. We've already invested $11 billion to date with an intention to invest another $15 billion, which will bring the total to $26 billion. So we're very much looking forward to the future of partnering with India and helping the country for many years to come.
It was an honor to meet Prime Minister Modi during a historic visit to the U.S. The excitement here, in terms of seeing the progress India has made, particularly around the vision of digital India and the economic opportunity. And I had met the Prime Minister in December, and we continued our conversation. And we shared Google is investing $10 billion in the India Digitization Fund, and we are continuing to invest through that, including in companies working on AI. As part of that, we have a 100-language initiative. We are bringing BART to more Indian languages very soon. And we are also excited today that we are announcing the opening of our Global FinTech Operations Center in Gift City, Gujarat. And it'll cement India's FinTech leadership thanks to UPI and Aadhaar. And we're going to build on that foundation and take it globally. So we are very excited at the progress, and with the advent of AI, I think the opportunity for India to make more progress is definitely exciting, and we're going to support the Prime Minister's vision there. His vision for digital India, was ahead of its time. I now see it as a blueprint other countries are looking to do, and the follow through on the scaling up of India's digital stack, is a model other countries are thinking about. And I think it's something which will be important in G20 as well, which is obviously happening in India. So it's a real exciting to see the progress, his commitment towards the economic growth for India, and we are glad to be partners in that journey.